A warm welcome to all of you. Today I'm going to talk about a new concept, how to create a vector in R programming. A vector is a sequence of data elements of the same basic type. We use C function to declare a vector. So now we will see what is the procedure to create a vector in R programming. So here it starts with vector creation procedure. So single vector creation. So a vector creation, a type of atomic vector of type character. So when you print ABC, a character type of a vector. It will give you a character ABC, and you can print an atomic type of vector type double. When you print 12.5, it will give you a print value of 12.5. Atomic vector of type integer. When you print 63L, so it will give you an output of 63. And one more, the atomic vector of type logical. When you print a character true, it will give you an output of true, which is a logical in nature. So 63L, the print 63L, it is a type of integer vector, and the print 12.5, it is a type of double vector. And when you go for the atomic type complex, print 2.3i, 2 plus 3i, when you run this, so it will give you an output of an explicit output of print 2.2 plus 3i, an atomic vector of type of raw. So when you print a character to a raw, a given word hello, when you print this, you will get an output of 68, 65, 60, 60, and 6f. This is a character to a raw vector. So this is all about a creation of a single vector creation and its related procedure. So a single vector created and its related procedure, atomic vector of type character, print ABC, it will print ABC. Atomic vector of type double, when you print it, a print 12.5, it will print you a 12.5. Atomic vector of type integer, a print 63L. Atomic vector of type logical, it will print a true value. Atomic vector of type complex, a 2 plus 3i. When you print it, it will give you an output of 2 plus 3i. So atomic vector of type of raw, when you print it, so character to a raw value hello. Now we will see a multiple elements in vector using colon operator with numeric data. Now how to create a variable by sequencing from 5 to 20 numbers. Now I created a variable here, a type of the variable A, and I'm trying to print the values 5 to 20, 5 to 20. So a sequence. So when I create, so I would like to create here a variable which is a sequence from 5 to 20 numbers. So I created a variable, the name of the variable is A. So I want to print the values from 5 to 20. Now when I print explicitly, I would like to print the values 5 to 20, and I want to see what is the class of A. it is an integer, a type of class. And what is the length of a particular variable? It is a 16. And even I can print decimal values like from 4.5 to 12. So I created a variable b. In variable b, I assigned the values from 4.5 to 12. So I would like to print a variable b. So it includes a 4.5, 5.5, and 6.5 from up to 12 with an interval of 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, like this. And even using a sequence operator, I can print a sequence by an interval, by a specified interval 0.5. I can print a sequence from 5 to 20 by a specified sequence with an interval of 0.5. So I can, if I run this, so I can see here the sequence from 5 to 20 with a specified interval 0.5. And when we want to create a vector with more than one element, when we are going to create a vector with more than one element, we could use a C function here. So when we are going to create a vector with more than one element, we could use a C function. Suppose I created a variable animal with a function C function. In the vector, I kept 4 different kinds of animals and its names by having a C function vector: lion, tiger, monkey, and dog. And I assigned this particular vector to an animal variable. So run a variable animal. So you can see lion, tiger, monkey, and dog. The animal variable comprises of 4 different kinds of animals, and just print explicitly. You can print the data. So when you print this, so it will give you the same output: lion, tiger, monkey, and dog. And you can see what is the class of this particular animal. What is the class of this particular animal variable? It is a character type. And what is the type of this particular variable animal? You can see it is a character type. And accessing, now the second one, accessing vector elements, and accessing vector elements using the positions. Suppose I created one particular variable by the name of D with a C function vector. The C function vector, in the D variable, with the help of C function vector, I assigned from Sunday to Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I would like to execute this particular D variable, and I want to see what is there in this particular D variable. So you can see in the D variable, I assigned Sunday to a Saturday. And suppose if I want to see specifically in the sequence, I want to see specifically 2, 4, 6 from this created variable a week, a D variable. Suppose if I execute, now I would like to assign in E, I want to see only 2nd, 4th, and 6th objects in the assigned D variable. Suppose if I run this, right? Now you can see here, so the output in E variable, I included, in E variable, I assigned 2, 4, 6. The 2, 4, 6 stands for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because I want to see only a specified sequence variable, second position, fourth position, and sixth position, and remaining the data that I don't want to see. So that's the reason why if I execute this E variable, it will give you an output a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because Monday's position is second, Wednesday position is fourth one, and Friday position is sixth one. And accessing vector elements using logical indexing, even I can create a variable accessing vector elements using logical indexing. True stands for I want to see Sunday, I don't want to see Monday, I want to see Tuesday, I don't want to see Wednesday, I want to see Thursday, I don't want to see Friday, I want to see Saturday. So wherever true is there, that will be shown in output. Wherever false is there, that will not be shown in output. So I created a vector with the help of a C function, and I would like to execute this. So I want to see what is there in this G variable. You can see Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So because wherever the position of true is there, it will show only that particular weekdays, and remaining weekdays will not be shown. So suppose even accessing vector elements using negative indexing also. Accessing vector elements using negative indexing also. So I want to eliminate from the weekdays -2 and -5. So you see, if I execute this particular, so I want to assign in H variable with the help of C function. So if I run this H variable, see here the -2 position, in the sense -2 position and -5 position are eliminated from the weekdays, and remaining weekdays has been shown. And the same likewise, if 0 stands for don't show the object from the class function, and 1 show the object from the class function. So I created one variable I, and I want to see only a first object in the C function, and remaining object I don't want to see. So I created one variable by the name of I, and I want to see what is there in this particular I variable. See, you see the output over here. So the output is only Sunday, because here 1 stands for include in the output, 0 stands for don't include in the output. So likewise here, even accessing vector elements 0 by using a logic indexing value. So you can access the vector elements by using logic indexing values. So what are those in the sense? 0 or 1. So vector manipulation and vector arithmetic, 2 vectors of same length can be plus, minus, multiplication, and with division. See, suppose now when we are trying to create more than one object, when you're trying to assign a particular variable, we need to use a C function. So vector C function need to be used. So here I created 2 different kinds of vectors by the names of V1 and V2. In the vector V1, with the help of C function, I included the numbers from 1 to 5, and I created second vector by the name of V2 in the C function. With the help of C function, I created one more vector V2, the numbers from 6 to 10. So here individually I created 2 different kinds of vectors. So in V1 vector includes, in V1 variable includes 1 to 5, in V2 variables include 6 to 10. So here, if you can execute this, right, and you can also execute V2 variable also. Now see, for adding 2 different variables, add dot results, I created one more new variable, add dot results. In the new variable, I combined V1 and V2 with an addition operator, with an addition operator. So I'm executing this particular code, and I want to see what included in this add dot results, what could be the output here. So you can see, so V1 and V2, the corresponding two different variables and its related output has been added with the help of addition operator V1 plus V2. So 7, 9, 11, 13, 15 can be the output. So vector subtraction. So you can create one more variable here, the subtraction dot results. So I used here V1, I tried to subtract V1, V2 variables with the help of subtraction operator V1 minus V2. I would like to run this code, and I want to see what included in the output of subtract dot results. So you can see the output of subtract dot results -5, -5, -5, -5, and -5. And vector multiplication. So I created one more vector multiplication dot results. In this vector, I would like to multiply V1, V2 with the help of an operator, multiplication operator, and I would like to run this particular code, and I want to see what is there in this particular variable multiplication dot results. I want to check what is there in multiplication dot results variable. So you can see the multiplication of V1 and V2 variables. The same likewise, we can create one more variable, division dot results. So I assigned by using an assignment operator. So V1, I want to divide V1 and V2 with the help of division operator, and I want to run this particular code. So I want to see what is there in this particular. So division dot results. So I want to see what included in this particular division dot results variable. So it has been divided, and suppose a vector element recycling. The next concept, vector element recycling. I created two different kinds of vectors by the name of V1 and V3. So in the V1 variable, I included a sequence with the help of a C function in the vector 1 to 5, and but vector V3 includes only two objects 4, 7. When you try to include, when two different variables and its length is not the same, what will happen is the V3 will become 4, 7, 4, 7, 4. It will try to equalize with the V1 vector. It will try to equalize with the V1 vector. Whenever two different kinds of variables and its length is not equal, when its length is not equal, when automatically the whatever variable which is lesser than the previous variable and its length will be repeated, and it will try to equalize with the prior variable. So when I try to execute this particular variable, when I run this particular variable, so I want to add dot results recycling. So when I try to add V1 plus V3, what will happen? We execute this. So execute this. So vector element recycling. So vector 1 and vector 3 and add dot results of reverse order, execute it. See here, a warning has been given. Longer objects length is not a multiple of shorter objects length. So now if you execute this, it will show you a result. It will show you a result. But how it will try to add the elements, How it will try to add the elements in that particular vector, in the sense it will try to equalize. It will try to equalize the variable. Suppose actually here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you have given only 4,7. It will try to equalize with 4, 7, 4, 7, 4. Now automatically it will try to perform arithmetic operation. At the same likewise, you can go for subtract dot results also when you run this, but both v1 and v3, the variables are not the equal length. v3 is the shorter one and v1 is the longer one. So when you try to run this, so again it will give you a warning: longer object's length is not a multiple of shorter object length. So again you run this particular variable. So you can see the output over here: -3, -5, -1, -3, and 1. So what it will try to do is it will try to equalize with the v1, 4, 7, 4, 7, 4. So vector element sorting. So vector element sorting, I created a new variable v5 with a c function vector. I included some elements in this particular variable 8731942. So I want to execute this particular code and I want to sort dot results. I want to sort it. I want to sort it in the ascending order. I want to sort it in the ascending order. If you see the result, sort dot results. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. You can see in ascending order. So sort the elements in reverse direction. The same elements that you can able to sort in reverse direction. I created one variable reverse sort dot results, and I taken already created variable v5 and decreasing equal to true. If I create this particular variable and I want to see the output of reverse dot results. When I run this, so you can see the same variable earlier, whatever we created, sort dot results 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The same variables can be reprinted in reverse order 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. So again, sorting character vectors. So I created one variable with the help of this C function because I want to combine more than one variable. So I created one vector function with V6 variable. So I want to see what is the output of this particular V6 variable. So you can see red, blue, yellow, orange, and violet and pink. And I want to character sort dot results. I want to sort it in the in the order of ABCD. So I want to run this particular code. So if I create a character sort dot results, a variable, and I sorted the V6 created variable, and I want to see what is there in this particular, what is the output of this particular variable character sort dot results. So it has been sorted. So B O P R V Y. So blue, orange, pink, red, violet, and yellow. So even you can sort the character elements in reverse direction also. So I created one variable character reverse sort dot results. So I want to execute this particular code. So if I run this particular variable character reverse sort dot results, so it will be printed in the reverse direction from yellow to blue, yellow, violet, red, pink, orange, and blue. So that's likewise, likewise you can able to print a character even in the same direction or else in reverse direction also. So the next concept, mixing objects of two different classes and the non-character values are coerced to character type if one of the element is character. Suppose you see here, suppose in v1 vector, I created a v1 variable with the help of a C function vector, I included a series from 1 to 5. I want to execute this. So I want to see what is the class of v1 variable. I want to see what is the class of this v1 variable. It is a numeric type. It is a numeric type. And what is the type of v1 variable? It is a double type because it those a lot of values, because it is a double type. And I created one more variable, x variable. So I assigned true a character into x variable. I want to execute this. So I want to check the output of x variable. So it is a true. And I want to explicitly, I would like to print what is there in x variable. So it is a true variable. It is a true element. And I want to check what is the class of x variable. So it is a logical. It is a logical. So I would like to assign one more element into a y variable, a 2l. I want to run this particular code. If I want to check what is the output of this particular y variable, and you just execute the code, given code, and it is an integer value. Okay, it is an integer value. I would like to assign a complex number into a judge, a variable, execute it, and I want to check what is the output of this judge variable, and you just execute it. So output of judge variable is a complex number 3 plus 2i, and explicitly I would like to print the outcome of judge variable. I want to check what is the class of the z variable. It is a complex. It is a complex, and I would like to include. I want to assign a character into a p variable. I want to execute it, and I want to check the output of a p variable. It is obviously a character, so it is a hello, and I want to check what is the class of this particular p variable. It is obviously a character, and now this is the main concept will come into the picture. So in the C function vector, I taken two different data types. The first one is 1.7. It is an integer type, and second one is it is a character type. If I take two different data types, a mixed data types into a particular variable, I would like to combine the both two different data types with the help of a C function vector. Now I would like to execute this. Now I want to see, I'm much eager about to see what is the outcome of this particular q variable. So because 1.7 it is an integer type and a it is a character type. When I combine both two different data types under a C function integer, so I assigned it to a q variable. I want to see, I executed it, and what is the class of q variable? So it is a character type. So even it is an integer type, it will be coerced to become a character type. And I created a variable. I combined with a C function vector. True, it is a logical, and two, it is an integer. When I combine two different data types, when I execute this, and I want to run, what is the output of OR variable? And obviously it is a type of what is the class of, what could be the class of OR? What could be the class of OR? So it is a numeric type. Even it is a logical operator. A true, it is a logical operator. True, it is a numeric, and the true logical operator will be coerced to a numeric here. So the class of OR, it is a numeric. In fact, we combined two different data types here, true and two. And you see here, I would like to combine. I want to create one more variable, S variable. I would like to include two different types of data types. The first one is character type and second one is logical type. When I try to include this, so when I try to execute this, so output is hello and true. When I try to check what is the class of this particular, what is the class of this particular S variable? So obviously it is a type of character. So all these are the various types of vector functions are available in R programming. Thank you. I hope you understand this session. Thank you.